Ludovic, welcome to Telesemana. Okay, you're here at FutureCom, and last time we met in Barcelona at an MVNO trade show, small trade show, but important. And because you run an MVNE.
Yeah,
Uh,
MVNOs.
and also MVNOs. So tell us because obviously you're coming here because I'm assuming that you're expecting regulation here to be approved, and then MVNOs to emerge and flourish, and then obviously your business is going to benefit. So what can a company like Effortel bring to Brazil in terms of the experience that you've developed in mature markets? And I don't know if you have any operations in emerging markets that can be translated to Brazil.
So, Effortel has been monitoring Brazil for the past 4 years, and we are always keeping a hand on a pulse. And now we see that the regulation process is coming to an end, and obviously Brazil is an extremely interesting market, and we believe that Latin America can be even bigger MVNO success than Europe, because Europe is large in population, it's 400 million people, but it's extremely fragmented in terms of countries. So, and Brazil has few big countries, but population inside is fragmented, which is very good for MVNOs. And we are active in emerging markets now, having launched an MVNO in Oman, in the Middle East, and we're going to have most probably launches in Africa. But for the moment, looking at all the potential markets, Brazil most probably is the most interesting. And not only because of the population and the MVNO capabilities, but also because you guys have very well developed retail systems and banking systems, and consumer needs which are cutting edge. For instance, mobile banking and bank MVNOs could be really most probably the biggest and the most innovative in the whole world, especially the micropayments, remittances inside the country, person-to-person payments, and things like that. For Effortel, it's also interesting because we have a lot of experience, real practical experience. We are MVNO ourselves, first and foremost. We run our own MVNOs together with Carrefour in 4 countries. And we also act as an MVNE, of course, because we have the infrastructure and we have experience and everything. So I think we can bring a lot of practical knowledge. And what Effortel is about, it's all about practical knowledge, about how to run it, what works, what not. What's really needed and what is just being pushed by vendors. We know which technology is best, and we know how to deal with MNOs. We know how to sell business cases to MNOs. So it's going to be interesting for us, and I think 1 year from now it's going to be a very interesting market.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think Chile is probably best for MVNOs, but just an opinion, and we can discuss it later. Okay. And also I'm going to ask you about the factors that you're seeing that work best for MVNOs and that could be learned from future MVNOs here. So you said you know the factors that make them succeed, you know the technologies. So tell me all the factors first that you see are common to those who succeed, because obviously some MVNOs have not succeeded.
Of course, first and foremost, MVNOs have to innovate. To succeed, MVNO has to do something better than the current players do. And
hold up, thought. Can an MVNO innovate using the network of an operator that is not innovating?
Absolutely, because telecom just looks like it's technology driven. It's actually marketing driven. And when you look at things that are possible with retail or are possible with banking, it's just sky is just a limit for creativity. But it's not just innovation; it's also speed of deployment. MVNOs could and should be faster than MNOs in terms of not only in terms of reaction to changes, but also in day-to-day operations. If big MNO is doing its quarterly marketing planning and planning its Christmas campaign now, MVNO should be doing one campaign every 2 weeks, and it should be much more sensitive to its results and growth and so on and so forth. What's even more important is
marketing labs.
Absolutely. MVNO is nothing more than just an extremely efficient, lean and mean marketing and sales machine. That's what MVNO is, which just takes the bulk minutes and repackages it into new interesting products, services and features. What else is important is that in its most, in its essence, MVNOs are non-telecom players coming to leverage their assets and know-how in telecom market. If you look at most successful telecom models, those are either retail or banking, or postal offices, like in Italy, or community leaders, which had nothing to do with telecom before. Or our most recent example, we have a customer in Poland, which is a multi-level marketing cosmetics company. And like most probably your listeners could know multi-level marketing model from companies like Avon or Oriflame or Tupperware or Amway. And those guys are the biggest perfume sellers in multi-level marketing in Poland. They are bigger than Avon, they are bigger than Oriflame. And I don't know how they work with perfumes, but I know one thing, that the decision to run postpaid on that network was extremely right, because you have an agent at the top, he has a few subscribers below, those subscribers have a few subscribers below, and pretty soon when you have 120,000 agents, you can end up having a 500,000 postpaid customer base. And that's innovation, because there is no way MNOs could build a multi-level marketing distribution. So that's just an example of how a completely non-telecom company can bring huge innovation and value to the market, because it improves over the distribution network, it improves the value chain, so it makes the product more profitable, and thus the value is higher.
Okay, now the final question, what would be the minimum size of an MVNO? Because we have seen MVNOs and we don't know how small you can go in terms of, if the smaller guy can actually say, I have 500 users, I want them to have my own branding, and I know they want it because we have a soccer club or whatever you have, no?
You see, when you look at any profit and loss statement of any telecom operator, there are many drivers. If you ask me how many subscribers, I will ask you, and what is the ARPU? You can survive with 10,000 subscribers if they have 200 euros of ARPU, and you can do a fledgling operation with 1 million subscribers in India with $70 cents of ARPU. You see. Usually what we say in Europe is that to be break-even, you need to have 50% airtime margin from your MNO, 70,000 active subscribers, and at least 10-15 euros of ARPU. Then you will be making something like from 6 to 10% of EBITDA margin if you are very prudent on your OPEX. If you run it with 5 people, if you are really good on costs and so on and so on.
5 people on MVNO. Relying on your MVNO, obviously.
We own 4 MVNOs in joint venture with Carrefour. In none of them, I have more than 10 employees. We run Belgium with 2 people, we run Italy with 4 people, we run Taiwan with 10 people just because it's postpaid, and in Poland I have 4 people. My customer in Daily Telecom, Chinese technical operator in Italy, has 2 persons running the company. Samatel in Oman has something like 20. FM Group Mobile has 3 people, I think, running. Because, again, it's a marketing department. It's an efficient marketing group of people who work hard and leave the rest, the technology to MVNEs, the network to MNOs, and so on and so forth. What they do, they package the products and sell them. So that's why when we talk real low cost, it's real low cost. It means 5 people, 6 people, that's it. There are no HR managers in MVNOs. There are no PR managers. There are no vice presidents. You cannot have more chiefs than Indians in a company. So everyone has to be an Indian. A CEO has to know how to write his own press release. So.